Alright, back again. So, back to the colors and such. When I think of rose, I think of pink, of course. I think of that rose color. But I also think of reds and coral pinks. I'm going to start on my favorite lip colors that go with that rosy kind of red theme, and one of those is Besame red. It's a very vibrant red. I'm not sure how well this will come out on the camera, but there you are. It is a blue-toned red. Don't even think that this camera is telling you that this color is an orange. It's blue tone, trust me. It came off orange when I first got it, but it's not actually orange. I'm not sure why it came out orange when I first got it. When it came in the mail, it was hot, so I guess that may have been it. I'm not sure. The only thing I have a problem with it is not quite as soft and silky as the others, such as this one, which is my favorite red of all time, next to this other one right here. This one and this one are my favorite ones. This one is American Beauty. This one is Red Velvet. American Beauty is a very good one, but let's talk about my favorite so far. This one. This one is worn by Peggy Carter. Haley Atwell as Peggy Carter. I didn't really care about it because of Peggy Carter. I saw this color and I immediately took after it because it is absolutely gorgeous. It is a vibrant blood red. You'll see it right there. It looks like a brick red right there, but it really isn't. It is not a brick red. Brick red would entail it has some kind of a warm look to it. It does not. This one is very, very perfect for pretty much any skin tone. Both of them are, actually. Both of these are really actually pretty perfect for any skin tone, but they're blue tone reds. Both of them are very, very blue tone. And speaking of blue toned, so is this one. This is American Beauty. This one comes out a year before Red Velvet's debut. Not by the manufacturer, but by the color. This one reminds me very strongly of Cherries in the Snow by Revlon, except this one is much truer as a red than Cherries in the Snow. Cherries in the Snow is very much a fuchsia. I can't stand that. I want red, but I want it to be a very pink red, a cherry red. And Cherries in the Snow is not red whatsoever. This one is. And there you see it. This one actually comes out a lot more like blue tone. This one comes out looking like this one should sort of come out as. No idea. No idea what the heck goes on with this camera, but whatever. And as far as powder, my favorite is this 1908 Rose Complexion Powder by the LBCC Historical Cosmetics and Apothecary. It comes out white on the camera, or sort of off-white. It's actually quite pink, and it's actually kind of color correcting for me when it comes to my foundations, because none of my foundations actually match my skin tone. I never get anybody telling me it looks strange, but I end up having to do something similar to what women did in the 1940s, which was they wore a warmer foundation or pancake foundation, whatever, underneath their very rosy powders. And it would give them a very healthy look. I have very pale skin. I'm a ghost. Not quite, I shouldn't say that. I'm not nearly as much of a ghost as, say, a redhead. But I do have reddish blonde hair, or somewhat reddish. I've always had kind of reddish blonde hair. So maybe I do have a little bit of that. I just don't like being out in the sun because my face does not tan. Everywhere else will tan, but not my face. It doesn't matter if I put anything on it or not. It does not tan. I will just burn on my head. I, in fact, will get a sunburn right here. And my hair is super thick, so it even baffles me why I would even get that. So, but this actually helps to sort of color correct my silly foundations to make me look normal, like it matches with the rest of me. And that's good. But it is indeed very much meant for an oily complexion, which I've got. I've got an amazingly oily complexion. In fact, I got an oily complexion so bad that I can go through 2 of these things. I'm sorry. I'm having a brain fart. The oil absorbing sheets like this. I can go through 2 or 3 of those with any other powder. But with this one, I only go through not even 1. I go through just a little bit of 1. This stuff is amazing, and you know, I wear it to work. This other powder I would more recommend for somebody with a drier complexion, or just say a normal complexion, rather than an oily one like I've got, because this stuff will just pull all the moisture from your skin. You will get dry spots if you're not careful. And I got a stain on my hand. But this one is better for, say, a drier complexion. A drier complexion in comparison to me. This one actually kind of feels like mud on my skin because of my oily complexion. But I really do like wearing it because it is so soft, and I forgot to tap it. So it's getting everywhere. And it's still getting everywhere. You see that? It's just French white chalk and it smells like Earl Grey tea. And I'm getting powder everywhere. I'm just going to stop with that. That one is really good, and it's about the same price as the Rose Complexion Powder, though it's in a smaller container. This one was $8. The lady has had trouble finding another tin like this to go with it. So she hasn't had the, or maybe she has put it up again, I just haven't seen it. I got another tin of this, and the bigger tin is like this big. Yeah, this is about exactly half the size of what the normal size tin is, which is gigantic. This one has the same amount as is in this, but this one is heavier because the rice powder is a lot denser than this is. This is French white chalk, and I never use very much. I just tap it off in the lid. I just dip my brush in and tap it off in the lid and swipe it all over my face, and I still have some left over to tap off back into the container. So I never use that much anyway, so it will last you forever. This stuff I've had for at least a year, maybe a year and a half so far. If you are so inclined, I actually got this for another reason entirely. And it was just because I wanted the compact. The compact is gorgeous, and I wanted to treat myself. It is the Besame Signature Compact, and it's rose gold. I love rose gold. I went ahead and got the brightening violet powder. I'm actually really impressed with the violet powder. So much so that I might actually get another pan. Maybe. It's kind of ridiculously tiny. I mean, look at the size of this thing in comparison to my hand. It is really tiny. It is fully half the size of a normal compact. This is a normal compact size. This is the size of this old styled compact. This is actually a size that was relatively common back in, like, I think the 30s, the 20s and the 30s was when the size would be common. The powder itself is scented with violets, which has a very powdery scent to it, and it's very, very good. I am very impressed with this. It doesn't settle into any fine lines or anything like that. Since I really don't have that much going on my face, you know, there's not much to settle in, but I've actually seen other people wear this stuff, and it doesn't settle into any fine lines, and people are very impressed with it. So anyway, that's all I had to say. This is not rosy. This is not rosy, but I wanted to suggest them anyway because I know that not everybody has the kind of complexion that would require this heavy-duty stuff. So anyway, have a good day.